Hey Clashers, we have the Clash of Clans World Championship warm-up tournament, and this right now is the Swiss stage where the top 16 teams are facing off versus each other, and this right now is the group of teams where we have 2 wins and 1 loss, which is quite impressive. And especially the hard mode is just so challenging because this is what this entire tournament is played in. The hard mode means that all of those equipments are capped, which means level 21 for epic and level 15 for common equipment. Makes things way harder. And by the way, I just saw this. This is crazy. Okay, really interesting queen combination, which I have not seen often so far. Warden is fireball, which is getting used a ton, even though it was nerfed in the hard mode. We have the fireball flying and taking down the core. That is quite nice. The follow-up of Rocket Loon, so he has the Warden charge, which is supposed to go for quite some time. Flame Flinger at the same time working on this far right side. But what makes hard mode so challenging is not just the equipment stuff, but as well that defenses are dealing 20% more damage, that heroes are on defense 20% stronger, and your offensive heroes are 10% weaker, for example. So overall, it's way harder. If you want to have a specific number, for example, the new merge defense on close range in the normal mode is like 633 damage or something. But if you do that, if you do that in the hard mode in a rage tower, that is 1,236, I believe, damage, like DPS per second, which is, I mean, damage per second, that's just insane. That's just crazy, but let's see how things go for him as he's charging towards the Town Hall. The Fire Spitter is on his Warden as well. Take a look at this. There's just so much damage. He has to turn that Warden invisible. Has to be careful with the healers, though. Flame Flinger is keep going. Queen is helping that Warden at the top side. Monolith is on the Queen, so she's going down. Can the the Warden went down! Oh, no. Oh, no. He has to get the Town Hall, but there's the King. There's the King as well. This is going to be troublesome for him. He can use the Rage if he wants to, but the Town is already low, so can he get that? That would be important. Yes, he gets it out. So he can use the Roach from the top side with her shield and spear. But those skeleton traps is... like, this skeleton trap is really annoying. But can you still make this work? He has 1 Loon and a Rage and a Dream. But I don't think that he can make this work. He had spells left to support that Warden. But that Warden going down is just so painful for him. He's trying to tank with the Wall Breaker, but not getting that far. Trying to pick up some more percentages, because remember, a 2-star in hard mode, if you have a good percentage, is actually not that bad. This is right now the second day of the Swiss stage. Just some numbers so you know what to expect. We had a 3-star rate out of 200 attacks in the first day of the top 16 teams, with a 3-star rate of 17%. Yep, 34 3-stars out of 200 attacks. We had a 2% 1-star rate, which means 4 attacks out of 200 were 1-stars, and all of the remaining attacks were 2-stars. So a 3-star is really impressive. Can those guys pull it off? That's the question. Let's switch now to the other side, to Team Electros. Okay, Team Electros is in. With the Root Riders, that is nothing too crazy, because Root Riders are just insanely strong. We have the equipments again. Let's check this. Fireball again. And the Electro Boots again as well. Not seeing as many Royal Champion charges as we're expecting. Especially Na'Vi had really good success with them. With the Masked Dragons, for example. But let's see. Let's see how this is going to work. We have the Fireball hitting the core. But the Merged Cannon staying alive. Okay, that's not good for him. We have the Warden keep going. Take down the Hero Hall. Then he has to enter here. That cannon, though, is out of reach. He has to think about something to take it out. He has 4 Loons. Maybe that's an option for him. Or with the Invis, he's deciding to go with the Freeze. But remember, that Warden is having 10% less damage, which means it takes a bit longer for him to get through that Queen. And that defending Queen deals so much more damage. That's just crazy. We have the cannon going down. Now we're starting with the Root Riders. But all of this is time, which is then relevant for the later stages. So... oof, okay. How can this go? This is so much damage, those Root Riders. This is crazy. Those Root Riders are just going down within seconds. The healers are still on the Warden. Now they're switching. But the Root Riders did not even survive the first compartment, right? Like, there is no Root Rider. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? The healers did not switch. The healers did not switch, and this is a huge problem for him. Grenade trap is triggered at least by the balloon. Then we have the like this thing is scary. Luckily for him, it's not in a rage tower. Otherwise, we have never seen a single target defense deal as much damage as this thing right there. 1,236 damage is just mind-blowing. But without the Root Riders and the healers keep being stuck on that Warden, this will be tricky for him to get a solid percentage. Even considering the 3-star, I mean at this point the 3-star is pretty much out of the window, I would say. But he just has to get more percentage. He needs to get more percentage, but it's just not happening. The king with the spiky ball was clutch to get some up the outside buildings just for percentage purposes. But yeah, that's just insane. That is just crazy. We have the raged area just wrecking his heroes. And this is just done. This is just done. That's crazy. No chance. He at least gets closer to the 80%. I guess that's the nice thing. We have the archer getting another building. Every single percentage matters in those matches. But Tribe, for now, takes the lead. But anything can happen in this hard mode. Castro is in, and we're seeing another Warden charged with a fireball. Like, this equipment, even though it was nerfed quite heavily, I would say, for the hard mode because of how the level were changed, so many people are still using it. We have now the fireball, and he's now going in from the far side, which means entering into this bottom compartment. He has as well for the king the spiky ball and earthquake boot. We have the classic combination whenever you're not facing an invis tower, and then we have as well the classic combination pretty much for any ground attack by now, which is the electro boots with the hot rider puppet. So how is this going to turn out? He's going to try to enter into this cannon to then be behind the first fire spitter. He has the second fire spitter, which can cover him a little bit, but let's see how important that actually is. Tanking with one giant. The giant is turning around. The healers have to switch now, though. This is the problem, but the healers are so far away of the Root Riders, now following, but already caught the first Black Mine. So he has one healer less, entering on the far right side with his king and queen to funnel, and then using the siege machine. The new siege machine is just so important because, well, the answer here is that you need those test loons. You don't have a warden ability. Running into like black mines or red mines is just so deadly. And oh my god, take a look at this. He lost already nearly all of his healers. This entry was heavily baited, it seems like, with so many black mines. More black mines on the far right side. All of the healers are gone. He now has to make sure that he's saving as much as possible of this attack. At this point, if there's any test loons in there, which so far there is not. I'm not sure. I think there was a Yeti or something in there in the siege. But oof, that is as well looking pretty rough. And at this point as well, which is really interesting in my opinion, is that you always have to clear the outside covering defenses to get as many percentage points as possible, which was never really a topic back then with an easier hard mode and in last year. But now with not having taken down those defenses on the top side, they're all covering the outside buildings, and this is where the percentages then are. So, yep, he has to get through that. On the far right side, the Barbarian's getting another percentage. He has another Super Barbarian. Not sure where you could get a percentage. Maybe on this builder helper. Maybe there. Not sure. Let's see. Minion helping nicely. 70. He needs to get at least above the 80, like close. Above 80 would be nice. The average on day number 1, let me check again what that was. The average on day number 1 was 88.52%. That was the average destruction for the first day of this competition. There's the freeze. Was quite late, which means the unicorn's not alive anymore. But yep, the Bitter Hut, as I said, is the next target. 85%. So he's not getting above the average, but he's at least getting quite close, which means they're keeping maybe the lead, depending on what the next attack of Team Electros looks like. Let's go. Amulin is in, and we're seeing a mass Dragon Rider attack. Okay, a lot of lightnings for this core. And now the question is, where is the next entry? We have the Queen on the far right side with an interesting combination. We're seeing the Invisibility Vial, not the Magic Mirror, which we typically see with the Archer Queen. And we see as well those Dragon Riders, which we don't see as often, I would say. Typically, it's more like dragons or root riders. Queen taking down some more defenses, and it's getting recalled now to the other corner to take down another air defense, another multi-arch tower as well right behind, if that would be possible. I think that would be great for him. Taking down now the mortar. What's the plan here? He has the blimp selected, so I would assume the blimp is for the town hall, so he can take down the top side with the remaining Dragon Riders then. There is another freeze. It was already frozen from the ice golem. I'm not sure why it's freezing twice. Now, this freeze makes sense for sure. But Headhunter is in. 2 Headhunters, actually. Okay, that's a really heavy investment. Queen going down, but he got the value. And there is now the blimp for that town hall. Now we're having the Minion Prince. We have the... Oh, Metal Pants. I'm not the big... I mean, a lot of people know I'm not the biggest fan of the Metal Pants, to be honest. Because I feel like a lot of times it's not really useful. Like, the Henchman is just so much better in most cases. But let's see how this goes. On this one, since he's sending it isolated, I can understand why he's doing it, especially with the Giga Bomb close by. So, yeah, I could see it. But, well, Tornado Trap is rotating his Minion Prince away. The Dragon Riders keep pushing through. Warden ability, trying his best to keep everything alive, and especially raged up. And at the top side, the Royal Champion took down a huge part of the base with the shield and the spear. We have now the Rage Gem going through the defensive rage, but they just disappear. Take a look at this. This is just crazy. They just went nowhere. I mean, the Minion Prince is now attacking everything, which means it takes quite some time for him to catch up. But this scatter on the back end, this is going to be not easy to overpower. It's going to be at least high percentage, but I'm not sure if the Minion Prince can do this. I mean, we have the Minion Prince versus Minion Prince action, but any traps or any shot of this scatter and this is just gone, which means it is going to be a lower, not lower percentage, what am I talking about? It's actually quite solid percentage, but it's not going to be a 3-star. The minion at the bottom side is working, the Phoenix at the top side, but it's not going to be a 3-star. It's just, it looked so good. The opening looked really solid, I want to say, but the back end, the Dragon Riders at this back end, like in the core and everything, they just disappeared. And that really has cost him, but solid percentage. And this gets out of this match way closer now. But still, Tribe so far in the lead. Rikiri's is in, and now we're seeing the Dragons. This is the one thing which I was expecting with the last attack. But this time around, it is going to be with the Dragons instead. Royal Champion in here with... It's kind of like he's doing a Royal Champion charge, but at the same time, like everything at the same time to really force his Royal Champion further into the base, I assume. So, how is this going to work out for him? Fox helping him to push further in with using less invis spells. The King, nicely with the Blimp together, is really creating this pathing into the core. Taking down now the Spell Tower. And who is she going back for the Tesla? No, she's going for the new defense. Getting that new defense in combination with the Monolith, that would be crazy good for him. But he doesn't want to. Okay. Now I understand. He wants to get the Town Hall. That makes sense. Now turning that invisible. Okay. Where is he going next? Next invis. Okay, so he did skip the Monolith intentional. I thought, okay, that would be a high target, like a high value target for him. But he just wanted to get down the Town Hall. I feel like the Town Hall with the damage boost after 20% in hard mode is actually a really, really scary defense. We have now the Clan Castle getting lured to the top side with an Archer. We have as well the metal... Let's see how useful the Metal Pants is. I could see the use case in the last attack. But let's see how useful it's actually going to be this time. Royal Champion, we have used her earlier. But let's see. Minion Prince. The Healing Tome is interesting. He used it really early, which means maybe less value. But where's the Minion Prince now? Is he going in from the left side or something? Because the only reason why you use the Metal Pants is if you want to have it isolated. If you have it behind the dragons, the Metal Pants is just like... It's just like you're trolling. It's just like you're, I don't know, intentionally trying to attack worse. But if you have her isolated, then it's like a okay use case with the Metal Pants. Otherwise, there's no reason to use it. So where is he entering with it? Far left? No. Is he trying to swag it? I'm not sure. I am not sure what he's right now trying to do. I mean, the concept with the Royal Champion charge for the core was genius. And now for the back end, he's tanking the air defense. Nice. The freeze effect was amazing. So far, so good. But again, you could have done the same thing. I'm really not sure. You could have done the exact same thing with the Henchman Puppet, but that your Minion Prince just has more DPS. Like, yeah, I don't understand really why why he went with the metal pants. It's just, I don't understand. I see a lot of pros using it, but I never really saw a lot of value from it, because if you would have spawned 5,000 hit points in front of you, and since he did not really use the hit point recovery, not really as useful, but time is close. That's a 3-star. Strong attack from Akiris, getting Tribe not just on percentage, but as well maybe on stars in the lead. It depends now whatever Team Electros does with their next attack. Let's go. They have to 3-star. Otherwise, they're falling even further behind on percentage, but as well, not just on percentage, as well on the stars. This is something they have to make sure that they're staying close. And we have now the Titans on this one. We have for King the snake equipment, which I think is funny because we're seeing a lot of pros start using it. I think for funneling, if you have an outside King, it's quite nice. And especially here with the Earthquake Boots or with the Vamp Stash, both are solid options. It's kind of funny that people were saying, oh yeah, it's like a new competition for the Lava Loon Puppet to be the worst equipment or something, which is kind of nonsense, obviously, but see, it was kind of funny, and I don't know want to make a video about it because then those people were like saying again, oh yeah, iTzu like getting paid per Supercell to say that, or like nonsense like that, but it is what it is. I guess people want to believe anyways. Maybe now the pros are getting paid. Who knows? Who knows, right? But the other equipment, we have the Healer Puppet and the Mirror. We have the Rage Gem on the Warden to really empower that Warden charge a bit further. And then the classic combination. If you're not using a Royal Gem in charge, it's really likely that you see this combination of the Electro Boots and the Hot Rider Puppet. Queen is supposed to funnel this top side, it seems like. We have an Ice Golem, but the Ice Golem is not going where it's supposed to go because of this opening right here. So we have the Ice Golem going around. Luckily, the healers are not switching onto the Ice Golem. That would have been a nightmare for him. For her. It's a female attacker, so I'm sorry. But the jump goes there. Nice warning ability with the Rage. And with the triple Yeti Blimp, I assume that should be a nice value. Yep, there we go. And now those Titans have to carry the King. Oh, that's interesting. The King really delayed into the core. I'm not sure if she forgot about it, or if that was planned to have it so delayed. The King with the snakes is quite nice, but let's see how much value he can really get, because the warning ability was already used. The Yeti Blimp did not get as much value as we were hoping for, I assume, with the new defense staying alive as well. We have the Queen. She went down on the top. No, she is still alive. She's still alive, just trying to hide with her skin behind the behind the Electro Titans. Is it going to be enough? Oof, I'm not sure. I don't think so. The Queen is getting wrecked in the core. The Royal Champion taking a lot of damage right now. And this is going to be another fate. Team Electros really struggling versus the basis of Tribe Gaming. And this is not giving them a big chance of actually getting this comeback here. But oof, I mean, there's still some attacks to go, so anything can still happen. But right now, Tribe is increasing their lead with every single attack. Not just with their defense, but as well with the offense of what just Rikiris did to the other base. But every percentage matters. And this Wizard Tower, for example, now is really painful because this means a couple of more buildings could have went down. But overall, it's going to be a below 70%, it seems like, which is not what you're aiming for, not what you're looking for in the hard mode. Yes, it's harder, but still 70% is not what you're trying to go for. And this means Tribe, another 3-star, and it's most likely they'll win. And this means they would qualify for the playoff stage, because this is what this match is coming down to. Everything is on the line. Nibrax is in. And the question is, can he get that 3-star as well? As well with the Dragons. This time around, though, he is bringing the Phoenix with that Minion Prince. I'm now on. Again, the pants. Okay, let's see if he's getting value now. I think the last attack from Mercurius already, he would have gotten more value with the Henchman. But let's see if maybe Nibrax can convince me that this equipment is not completely trolling. So far, he's doing a great job of really getting the value of the aura, which means like he's really trying to skip some buildings. Now skipping to the next building. Really trying to maximize the value here, which is nice. Ooh. Okay, there goes the ability. He needs to rage now. Invest again. He needs to invest the clan castle. He took down one ice golem, which means the ability, the haste, is not as efficient, but still. There goes the next invest. He's going again for the clan castle. Turning them invisible again, so he can get the monolith in the core, which is great value for him. Ooh, he's... Why was Why did he not go for another invis? The monolith? Why not? Oh, he's trying to blimp the core. Okay, okay, now I understand. I was so confused. What is going on? He's trying to trigger the poison tower with this blimp and at the same time take down the core, which is quite smart for sure. And now, where's the, oh, he's always, the prince is on the outside. Okay, now I'm even more confused because how is he going to angle the prince for the active ability of the Dark Orb? I have a lot of questions, but maybe he can just answer them with a nice 3-star because this so far looks really strong. Those Royal Champion charges are still so good, even in the hard mode. You can use the ability now, but this would mean, yep, again, that's for 15 seconds. Let's wait for how much damage the Minion Prince takes because everyone is using the metal pens, and I want to understand why. Yep, a lot of damage right now. Imagine you would have 200 DPS more, you would spawn 2 troops with 5,000 hit points, and they would have even more DPS. Yeah, it's... I don't understand. I want to understand why everyone is using that, but I don't. Why? It's still going to be a 3-star, it seems like. The plan was amazing. I mean, with how he skipped the defense and everything with Electro Aura, he did amazing. I just don't understand the choice of the metal pens. I don't really understand. Maybe... Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments, please, why you think pros are using it, because I don't see value with it. I don't understand it. But again, Tribe are striking again, and really, they want to go into the next stage. And so far, it's looking great for them. Loop needs a 3-star. This is so important for them now, and we're going in with the Fireball. Okay, there's a lot of damage as well, so he wants to get the Fireball onto this Rage Tower most likely. He has again the Snake equipment. He has as well the Mirror and the Healer Puppet, and as well the classic Royal Champion equipment. So nothing too fancy here on the equipments. Everything pretty straightforward. Question now though is, can he execute that Fireball? For that, the Angry Jelly needs to run out, which is going to happen in like 2 seconds. Right now the Angry Jelly is out. When is he going to use the... Ooh, that Rage. When is he going to use the Invis and the Fireball? Where is he going to Fireball actually? Because so far it seems like it's not going to be on the Rage Tower. So what is instead... Okay, Invis. It is still the... Okay. But he took down the Scatter. I'm confused. It's fine. It's fine. He got this. We have the first Ice Golem getting Spring Trapped away. Some more Root Riders are now in. We have the Invis... No, wait. That was the... Okay. The Fire Spitter is just melting that Warden. Warden has this... Warden, buddy, stay alive. There's the freeze. Okay, nice. Wait, did the Warden... The Warden did go down. Oh, no. And he has to still get to the Town Hall. This is such a long way. The snakes are everywhere, though, at least. So they're tanking different shots, especially in hard mode. It is so nice to have them because every shot from like a monolith on the snake is just a super valuable tank for you. Or as well from the new defense. So that is something to keep in mind. And we now have the Root Riders slowly making their way towards the core. The Overgrowth, though, I think that was mostly used because of... Wait, the barrel. What is in there? It is... What was in there? There was... I'm not sure what was in there. Was the last barrel? I think so. So maybe there was nothing in there. Who knows? But... Yes, yes, the Queen ability. Can you still make this work? Can you still make this work? The Queen ability, is that going to be enough? I mean, he has the Mirror, which means more DPS. Maybe he should not use it too late. And more healing power as well. I would say use it now. Use it now. Because it's there for 30 seconds. And you might have healers switching to the Royal Champion, which then would be really useful for you. If he's using it after 30 seconds, he's kind of troll. Oh, wait. Is the time changing with level 21? I mean, right now he's like... Isn't the mirrors lasting for like 30 seconds? Why is he not... What is he waiting for? Okay, now. But the clones are now wasted like half their duration. And there's not going to be a time... Huh? What are they doing? Please. Please! I am confused by those bros. They're using the pants for no reason. They're using their equipment way too late. What is going on? Okay. Temper is in, and we see another mass Invis Royal Champion charge. I'm still confused why not more people are playing this strategy. To me, it looks like the strongest by far in hard mode. especially if you can combine it with the Rage and get the Town Hall. I feel like the Town Hall is such a strong defense in the hard mode, which seems so weird, right? Because in the regular game mode, it is kind of, meh, not really that, not that great, not that strong. But in hard mode, with the range and the DPS of the DPS increase of 20%, it's just scary strong. So taking that out with the Royal Champion charge, with the haste, which they always have, and then as well in combination with the Rage, is just so good. On this one, Temper used the haste early, but he has the Rage to get into the tunnel, like next to the tunnel compartment. He's doing that invisible. Now those last invis have to be perfect. A couple of skeletons though. Oh, be careful of the skeletons. Multitasking. Skeletons. Someone call him. Skeletons. There is the minion. Nice. Okay, so the spotters are there. Giga Bomb even triggered. That's nice. Now it's all about the back end. Now it's all about the back end. Can he get this done? Oof. Okay, dragons are in. Please, Temper, don't tell me. Yes! Temper, I love you. Temper, you're the best. Please, 3-star now, okay? If you fail now, that would make me look bad, okay? But you got this. Using the henchman. Oh, that ward ability. Okay. Having a couple of dragons in there, recovering hit points, because this is what he's using. Now we have as well the freeze effect, but this scary thing, everything is skipping it. Take a look at that. Is it? Take a look at how much. This is insane. What? The dragons are just melting. He did not create the pathing into that new. Oh, okay, but there's the dragon. There's the dragon. Can he make it? Nope, it's done as well. Okay, now. But he has the Phoenix on that hero, and he has the bonus DPS of the henchman. Can he still make this? But this thing's staying alive. The Fire Spitter did not get the value he was looking for, and that is obviously a really big problem. He has another Invis, though. This would be so cool if he finishes this attack while the Phoenix is active of the Minion Prince. The Invis is late. Oh, Temper, what are you doing, buddy? Oh, no. It seems like this is going to be a fail. Or is it? Wait, or is it? We have the... Oops. Red mine. This defense is not fair. It is... What? Stop it. Go down. Somehow. What is... What? Okay. That was scary. He did not funnel the far right side. If he funnels the far right side and pushes some troops into this thing, this is an easy 3-star. But really, yeah, that's unfortunate. The funneling was not there. I mean, that's the important thing with the dragons, right? You want to push them in the right direction, and it was not there. That's why it's a 99. But at the same time, the 99 is confirming the win guaranteed for a tribe. What can Team Electros do? Okay, we have the Root Riders in again, but this time around with the Royal Champion charge. He's using the King instead of the Minion Prince. Okay, I'm surprised about that. We have the Spiky Ball. Okay, classic. Not that classic. Well, actually, it's okay. It's okay. So, like, there's always a rule. Let's put it that way, or like a rule of thumb, where if you're going with the King, you're going as well with the Hot Rider puppet and with an Overgrowth. If you're going with the haste, you're typically going as well with the Minion Prince and with no Overgrowth. That is typically how you're approaching the strategy. And since he's using the Hot Rider puppet on the Royal Champion, he's going as well with the Overgrowth and King version. And now let's see how this is going to turn out. Valkyrie taking down the Headhunters, which is nice. Funneling the outside with some Super Barbs and a Wizard. And now going in there. Healers. New Siege. Looking good so far, I would say. Looking really solid so far. Nothing too unexpected. We have already seen some of the attacks at this point, losing all of the healers by like Black Mines and such. But so far, I would say this is exactly what he's looking for. Now entering with the Royal Champion, he has to be careful with that. Again, we have this scary thing. Like, this thing is so insane. Like, I can't get over it. It's just crazy how strong this is. We have now the Root Riders going in. Royal Champion. Warren ability. Did you catch the... I think you did catch the Royal Champion with the ability. perfect warning ability for sure. And because there is no ice golems now anymore on the defensive side, he can just push through all of this like it's no problem. He even has, take a look at how many giants there are. And remember, giants at this point, they are really tanky. They are really, really tanky at this point. But the question still is, can he overpower the back end? That's to me the main question. The Royal Champion ability was already used. He has another freeze. Queen, where is she going? She's going to the outside. He has the healer puppet. Hopefully someone tells him that the healer puppet is going to last. Oh, not the healer puppet, but the mirror is going to last for like, what was it, 25 seconds on level 21. So he's using it not too late, like the attack before from Loop. And he does use it earlier. But at this point, the attack not having a chance of 3-star. And this means Tribe Gaming claiming that victory 12 to 10 from Team Electros. Team Electros really struggling. They've got 12 stars before this match on their own, but this one was just not their turn. But this means they're getting pushed to the group of, I think, 2 wins and 2 losses. And, well, everything is on the line for them. Well, this last match, they really have to make that one count to get into the playoffs then, which is going to be happening next weekend. So this is how this entire system works. 85% 2-star in the end. A really nice match to watch, 12 to 10. GG's for both teams, obviously. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow for the next class video. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.